Hey guys, welcome back to Clear Path Hoop. Today we're doing a film review of TJD, who played a great game against the Celtics. The Warriors drafted him with the 57th pick. I don't think they were expecting all of this upside as a post-savvy, crafty big around the rim, skilled roll threat, excellent rim protection for his size and experience, all to come to fruition so early. But yet it has. He's only played in 16 games with not that many minutes per game, but he's showing a great familiarity in the pick and roll and is displaying a defensive upside that Dario Saric in this game didn't seem to have. So let's go over some of his key moments against the Celtics. First, we're going to start off with an excellent defensive rotation from TJD. We're going to start off with pods on Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's going to do a little cross. He's going to pretty much immediately beat pods off the dribble right there. And you can tell already that he's getting a lot of attention, yet you can see with the stance of Steph, Kuminga, Clay, that they don't want to rotate to him this early. They don't want to provide that early help. The Celtics run 5 3-point shooters on the floor. You can see how they're spaced right now on the corners, at the wing, which gives Jaylen Brown room to cook and allows him to get into the paint. And what happens is it looks like a pretty easy wide open layup, right? Steph and Kuminga still don't want to make that early rotation. Clay's not even thinking about coming off of Derek White, who's been having a good shooting game. But TJD sees this and maybe calculates that Pod's positioning, which he has his hands up right here, is going to make it difficult for Jaylen Brown to make this kickout pass to Al Horford. So what he does is he covers quite a bit of ground. And as you'll see, he actually pins this shot on the opposite side of the backboard from where he was standing, right? He's on this weak side and he ends up pinning it. This is a really good rotation from TJD, especially with spread floor spacing from the Celtics. So in this next play, we're going to start off with what looks like a split action. And then this begins with a post-entry pass from Corey Joseph to TJD. What's going to happen is that there are going to be screens here from Corey Joseph on Derek White, Chris Paul here, and Clay is going to want to come around here and, if he's open, get this 3-point shot off. So Kojo immediately runs to the screen, CP3 screens, and I think what follows here, besides TJD, is a good example of Clay's shooting gravity and TJD's skill as a rolling big. So what happens is that Clay right here basically draws 2 defenders, right? They're really scared of this 3-point shot. And then what happens is that TJD is going to come set this screen right here, this back screen on Peyton Pritchard. What happens is that Clay gets the space to run down further into the corner, and then TJD is going to have room to slip out. Another benefit that you'll see here is that Al Horford and Peyton Pritchard, again, are scared of this Clay 3-pointer. So they're both trying to make these big contests because they're scared of him shooting the shot. But Clay is able to deliver a pretty excellent overhead pass. And TJD is just way too early and too big for Derek White to contest in that amount of time. So in the very next trip down the court, it's a pretty similar story, an entry pass to TJD. This time it's kind of like a give and go, get action with Clay. Pay attention here to how both O'Shea Brissett and Jaylen Brown are drawn to Clay, yet again, due to this 3-point threat, which enables TJD to kind of set this screen and slip out here. And Clay is going to do the same thing he did last play where he delivers this overhead pass. This time, though, Derek White remembers what happened last play. So instead of being a bit late on the contest, he's actually going to be a bit early. He's going to jump like right here. TJD recognizes this, right? TJD is a really skilled big, especially in college in Indiana. He was in this post area. So what's going to happen is he's going to make a great read here. Derek White is off his feet. He's jumping, trying to contest. So he's going to shovel this pass to Corey Joseph. Corey Joseph is wide open because Derek White made this help rotation. And that's just a really easy bucket for the Warriors. Okay, so in this last clip, recall the first one where a pretty timely TJD rotation off of Al Horford, if you remember, as the weak side shooter results in a block. This situation is pretty similar, right? We have TJD right here, Al Horford, corner shooter. We have Chris Paul on Drew Holiday. We have Jason Tate. So, the Celtics have their 5-out 4 spacing yet again. Practically the same thing happens here, except this time we're going to have a little pick and pop with Jaylen Brown and Derek White. He sets the screen. He pops out. Jaylen Brown beats Clay here. And once again, the Warriors have to be careful, and the Warriors are being sent almost in rotation. They're going to have to make decisions here to try and stop either the easy layup or a kick out three that could come from here to practically any one of these shooters. But if you'll watch, Steph actually points right here. He makes this finger motion to TJD. So TJD, and I want to give TJD credit as well. TJD clearly recognizes what's about to happen. So it looks like he's about to make this rotation. Steph recognizes this rotation as well. And practically the same thing happens in the first play where TJD makes an excellent help side rotation, gets a block on the opposite side of where he was standing. And that's just an excellent play from TJD. And this happens in the clutch. And that was definitely one of the plays that helped the Warriors seal this game. So I think what we can take away from this is that these short roll reads, these blocks, are pretty plainly good basketball plays, but on a Warriors team that is missing Draymond, GP2, Draymond is their best short roll passer. Having a rookie with size that can come into these games, especially against opponents like the Celtics, and execute is way more than they could have asked for from their 57th pick. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more film reviews about the Warriors and the NBA just like this.